Okay, just do performance mode so I can see what's going on. This there we go. Okay. Alright. Ugh. I don't want to do this, but I need to. Since when does Snapchat get TikTok? What is this?
Whoosh, that is mine.
Where were we? Oh yeah. So we're starting off to give a quick recap of where we were yesterday. TSV decided to dip from their house after I already got so far into this. Hold on, I have to go back. I already got so far into the story yesterday that I forgot where I was. Uh, yeah. So they left after they found the flower moved. So they go over to their neighbor's house, and we get a very bland video of them just kind of walking around. There's not much there. Yeah, there's really nothing there. So tonight's gonna be a lot of chaotic. That's English. Uh, tonight's gonna be very chaotic as there is a lot that goes on. So I will kind of recap after things. So to get past the boring stuff first is TSV states that they know they heard hearing. Oh my god! You know what? Give me one second. I'm gonna grab me a water, which is right here, and I'm gonna collect myself because God, I'm struggling. Okay. TSV stated that they know they heard screaming constantly coming from this house and they found fresh food and water. It's kind of funny at this point because TSV states that there's no activity outside whatsoever, but we get updates from Tucker stating that there's a lot more activity outside. So this goes back to the whole point where it can be silent in some areas and completely chaotic in others. Um, Tucker's mental health starts to take a turn for the worse because, hearing several, like hundreds of people just dying outside for no reason can, kind of take a toll there. So, at this point, this is going to be a very important part of the story. PSV notices that the water from their neighbor's house is completely clear, while if you look at the water from PSV's house, it is blackish. They do a very bad job of taking a photo. What? This will come important very later into the story, but just remember. TSV feels bad for what they said. They get very lonely and touch starved because they have no one at the moment. We get another update or another advice page saying don't look at them, don't move, and don't show pain. This comes up like 3 times in this podcast, and it's very boring. So I'm just gonna skip past it. Um, so TSV at a state of pure boredom is like, I wonder if there's anything else. And starts looking around. We get updates later saying that they haven't found anything. And they say that it's a sensitive topic, but they don't have any family to contact, so there's no point in asking. The onion comes back out of nowhere. It says, listen, I know you don't trust me, and I don't trust you. Let me turn back. Slow a second. Here we go. Listen, I know you don't trust me, and I don't trust you, but if you're still you, you have to get low, get out of sight, whatever it takes. TSV takes the advice, and finally get an update saying that something has flown over their house, and we get a video like this. because it is quite loud. Violent shaking ensues. Okay. Give me 1 second, friends. I have to figure out where we died at. Creator dashboard. Content. Video
Bro,
producer.
I can't find nobody.
We died at.
That's a match. Oh,
Did it die at the start of the stream?
I would die laughing.
I think it did. I hate it here so much. I'll fill in the blanks if it did, but if not, it is whatever. I don't. I think it died a little. The only thing you really miss here at this point. Um, but yeah, there you go. It died, if that makes sense. Okay. So we get a video of the ship going over. That's pretty cool. And then we get a picture of what looks like to be a Dorito. Let's take a look. Okay, so that works. I don't know where we died at, but I'm gonna just keep going and filling. Um, so they've been there for it's day 30.
How did
They
the
have
Mirage fall for a Mirage decoy?
about 2 days later we get an update stating that it's still there and that now they have a blue light outside of their bathroom door. So that's always fun.
My teammates are ass. What the actual fuck?
Okay, we're still doing good. Um, PSV states that the blue light disappeared and thing flew off. And PSV is stupid again. Is like, yeah, I'm gonna let these people decide my fate. Was like, should I stay or leave? Everyone wants them to leave. They left the bathroom, and they think there's a dead body in the middle of the street. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty normal. They're like, there's no way I'm taking a picture of a dead body. This is too gruesome. I'm just gonna try and avoid it. They also would have got banned on Twitter for posting up something. Like, that's exactly how, that's just how it works. They found some more notebooks. Um, most of it's just saying, like, I'm stupid, I'm stupid. They've done experiments with the blue lights. I placed several flashlights around the perimeter of the house, testing them at different intensities to control being no light at all. Maybe the enemies did more are more attracted to the flashlight than myself. I got back inside before my permanent damage before any permanent damage was done. The lights often appeared after day 6 in the dark. Significant. Light sources do not seem to attract their presence, unlike the entities producing white slash red light. The blue lights are higher in elevation and also seem to come from a different entity altogether. I believe the blue lights could be more likely to be more in unison is what I think that's what he's trying to say. However, there is no way to know for certain until they return, if they return at all. And then they just died. And then um, people were like, yeah, or TSV responds because people were like, is the sun actually back? And then TSV says, yes, the sun is still gone. I have no clue what this journal is talking about. Seems like same talking nonsense Tucker was talking about with his friend. And then Tucker just repeats that he's alive, he's survived, he gives more do not move, and blue light don't let it shine on you. Um, Tucker finally leaves the state of Virginia, so that's pretty nice. Tucker just decides to finally get out of the bummy state that doesn't really have much going for it. Pretty cool. He tries to drive through Indianapolis, and that wasn't too good of an idea. It was packed full of headlights. TSV states that the body has just disappeared, so that's obviously not a good sign, and I don't know why they just are just like, hmm, okay then. They state that the water from the house is now turning darker. They reach out to Daniel because they're extremely lonely, even though we hate him. Tucker hides out, camps out for a bit, just kind of lays back, does his thing, and we no longer get a response, or we don't, 20 hours later, and we do not get a response from Daniel. I think this is the one I stopped at. Where's the next one? No, I stopped at this one. Right? Yeah, I stopped at this one. Okay. So this one is going to take a little bit more explaining and what took up the majority of the script. Basically, we start off with the most ironic quote ever. Thankfully, there's no activity to take note of, but I am worried about Tucker. About
God damn.
who knows how long later. Guys, someone is at the window. You literally jinx yourself in less than a day. You deserve this. Um, TSV states that it's too dark to make anything out, and they just hear frantic knocking. For some reason, they're stupid enough to believe that it could be Daniel. And then we get a video, oh my god, it has 1 million views, of just the knocking. And for some reason, they think it's a good idea to film this. As you can see, it just kind of goes off. They state that they are still at the window and they don't know what to do. The person is still standing at the window, but they aren't making any noises anymore. Now they're banging on the door or on the window. Their head, they believe. I don't understand how you can tell the difference between someone pounding on the door with their hand or their head. I don't really know the difference. And then we get this cool, funny video that's about 24 seconds. So what I find funny is it's like the world's most stock sound effect for glass breaking, but they aren't hiding yet. You could hear them run right at the end. You can hear TC run. Like, you already hear banging. I'm gonna be honest with you. You should probably be hiding at this point. TSV states that they are in the house now and they are looking for me. Oh no shit. What do you think they're gonna do? Bring you a cup of tea? Or not, I mean, even if they were British, they would still be looking for you because they hate Americans that much, but whatever.
Yeah,
We beat them in their own
doesn't matter
sport.
at this.
L losers. We get
Get
some
your
night
shit,
feet.
man.
We get some nice feet pics that could have gone on Feet Finder. Swear to God, some of
God
the
damn it,
comments on
IT.
this side are great. TSV has been hiding for 20 hours, which I'm gonna be honest with you, is not true. There is no way you're just gonna be sitting underneath a bed for 20 hours and not either fall asleep, get hungry, get thirsty, or get curious if you haven't heard anything. There's no way you're doing that. I hate to break it to you, not even like no one has that dedication. So I feel like the time displacement for this is a little unrealistic, but who am I to say anything? So they do another poll because yeah, sure, and they want to know where they should check first, and they check upstairs. They head upstairs, and we see the world's most fake blood, and apparently they're being attacked by a giant because they look person's palm. It's like the size of my head. What? Why is this all in Arabic?
Because Arabic.
So much Arabic stuff. Why? Oh no. Oops. Anyway, seriously though, why is this person's hand so big? Also, I don't think this is the upstairs because right here you can see like a doormat. I don't know if it shows up well on stream. This is like a doormat. I don't know why. There would be a doormat upstairs. And then we get to look at the world's scrawniest woman. And this picture, this to them just but like this person's like 6'4", 100 pounds. They are insanely skinny, very skinny. So they haven't ate in a long time. We get a few more updates saying staying low, staying safe. The woman seems to be in a trance, was trying to track me down before, but now I'm right in front of her and she doesn't react. Can we just talk about the balls on TSV at the moment? This bitch just broke the door down with her head. It just like stood there with her feet out, not afraid of someone getting them or putting them on behind her. And then this man's just like, yeah, I'm gonna walk up in front of her. And TSV says that he doesn't think, or they don't think that she's a threat anymore, and locked her in the room. And immediately the day after this, they they state, "Oh no, the door is gone. How convenient." And they say, "Oh God, she's here." And then we get this cool little video of the same bed that we were at before. And we get to see her crusty ass feet again. Why are her feet so big? Hold up. That's like a men's 13 right there. Jesus. Spooky. Gonna lay it down. Very weird looking hand. Honk honk. They walk so slowly. It makes me angry. And so we get the cool honking sound effect. And then TSV states that after the car, or they heard a gunshot, I think Danny just comes out of nowhere. It's just like, found your Twitter. That's pretty cool. Is that you walking outside and the gunshot? Yeah. So we have the same problem as we had before. Can I trust you? And after like 6 chapters, he was like, I got you a Batman Lego set for your 11th birthday. And then they just end up going, get to see a cool instance of TSV running. Also, this is a Mustang for some. I don't know why this is important at all, but I actually guess it could be. It might be. Those headlights definitely look like Mustangs. But yeah, it just yeah, that's definitely a Mustang from the look of it, like an older one, early 2000s, 90s. Wait a minute, no, this is a modern car. Ooh, weapon. I can't show that on Twitch. Let's get out of here.
What is it?
It's a 1911. I can't show that on Twitch.
No, that is demonetization.
You never know what you're gonna get. We got what's bro? Why milf hunting? Why is this trending? I can't. I gotta edit this out. I'm gonna edit it out, but I'm still gonna bring it up with this scene. That's fucking fun.
Yeah.
And then we get, and then we finally meet Nat, who is overall my favorite character because she has the attitude of a stuck-up 14-year-old, but it's funny because she's the only reasonable person. Everyone else is just kind of stupid, and then there's her who's just like, yeah, I'm gonna try and gather some information so people can like not die. So they start off with, hello, my name is Nat. I have survived 2 months. And if you're reading this, then so have you. I have turned this account into a guide for survival so that anyone who has access to the internet can learn more about how to stay alive and use the information collected by people like you. You can help by sending in your encounters, footage, experiences, anything and everything you can to this account in DMs. Now, obviously, I don't want to go to the next one because, like, TSV, a lot of this is just TSV stuff. Um, if I respond, and
God damn, bro. How many motherfucking thermites does this bitch need?
okay. So I don't want to go too much into Nat's story tonight, but I will go a little bit into it. So they are literally exactly what they say they are. They just collect information. Also, they say they're a 14-year-old girl, but that looks like like a very old, like a 20 to 30-year-old man's hand. But still, they do exactly what they say they do. They do interviews and stuff like that. That's some more stuff. They say that they're 14. Also, this picture is very cool. I love this picture so much. But alright, so I do want to go over just a tad bit of this stuff. So go off here. Um, if you can't tell, TSV and Tucker are insanely like compared to everyone else we met in the story. They are very irrational. They do things without thinking. They do things for no reason. And with TSV, it makes sense later on why they do such things, but with Tucker, it just doesn't. Tucker just does things because that's what he does. Like, I understand being in a very stressful situation and doing the first thing that comes to mind to keep yourself safe, but this man is incredibly stupid. Like, he doesn't talk to anyone, which is a very dumb idea. You should be at least trying to acknowledge other things, but just kind of posts on Twitter for no one to see. He's not a very important main character. He's very annoying to do. But he does everything to himself, which is the worst part. Because, like I said, he complained about Indianapolis being a bad idea going into it, even though he still kept driving through it when he could have just gone around Indianapolis. Like, it's not that big of a deal to just go turn around and go around. And then,
Time to go negative again.
what else happened? He also sits still for a very long. He camps for long periods of times, which we've obviously seen. Just does not work. It just doesn't work. And I don't know why he continues to think it is a good idea. He does this throughout the entire story too, by the way. A little spoiler: Tucker is probably the third most hated character because he's just so annoying. To give you a reference, like I said, Nana's about 14 years old, and she acts older than Tucker does the majority of the time. It's very sad, his character. And the Dark Water, as I mentioned, will come in very, very big. It's a very big turnaround. And I wish I could get a better photo of it, but right here you can definitely see it's weird, kind of dark. It looks like motor oil, like fresh motor oil, not used fuel, because then it would be brown. Or if you are Emily, it is not a liquid; it is a solid. No, but please tell me that made sense.
Yes, it does.
I swear to God, there is some amount of videos I've seen where people take off the drain plug, and there is nothing, and they stick their finger in there, and it comes out like jelly. I'm like, huh? How does that even happen? What was this video again? Oh yeah, the weird siren thing. I'm gonna be honest, this is brought up heavily again and again, but we never see it. We never get to see it again. I think this is like one of the very few photos we ever see of a ship. But as you can tell, if there is a ship around, there are blue lights. And now there is a difference between blue lights and white lights. Because that's, yeah, see, there is a white light there. This is also the second time someone's broken into TSV's house. See, white lights. If you can't tell, you can look into a white light. I mean, you can't, but you can film and watch a white light video and be just fine. But we actually never get recordings of a blue light. We only get to see pictures. And blue lights are somewhat okay. They don't do too much in this story. They're just kind of a nuisance. Let me check some. Okay. Also, I hate TSV so much. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only reason I kind of kept up with the story is because Nat does such a good job at describing it. Also, Daniel is a very weird person. I know I stated this in the last one too, but this just goes to show that he is very obscure. Like, I found your Twitter. Is that you honking outside in the gun shop? Yep. He's so bland. I hate him so much. And when we get to see one of the very few instances of him, which is when they get into the car. He's just kind of sitting there menacingly. He also has no trigger discipline. None at all. And I hope he gets... Honestly, I haven't... I missed a good bit of it when it started to die down and when there wasn't too much activity, but I really hope that he just gets shot for that. Because he's so annoying. I think that's where I left off, right? I think that's where it is. Yeah. So, I will, you know what? Sure, let's go over that. Yeah, it does some stuff. This is... It's all... Okay, I'm gonna open this up in a new tab because I'm gonna look at my own time because that looks kind of funny. Okay. So as you can see, the very beginning is a very boring start, but I will just list off some of the more basic ones where it's just like, hey, good to see that there are others out there like, others out, hey, good to see there are others like me out there, surviving and staying hidden. I've been at my folks' camp in upstate New York for some time now, managed to live off canned goods they kept here. They weren't home when I made it to their house, and I haven't been able to get a hold of them since it got dark. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen or heard from any handful of locals that live in this area. It's almost like everyone vanished. I thought I heard gunshots back in June one night, but I was sleeping when the noise started, so I'm not too sure. Try contacting TSV after I got this Twitter account working, but I'm not sure if they got the message. Got no response. Next time I hear those weird angry washing machine noises outside the RV, I'll try to get some video. I don't understand. How can all these people on Twitter still be seeing this stuff? We can't. What the hell's going on? I don't know how much longer I can stay here. I'm almost out of food and water. Might have to go into town and look around. It's creepy, so I drove through the night. This all started and haven't been back since. See if I can post more pictures. So what I find funny is obviously this is an ARG, and which is just alternate reality kind of story. But what I like is the fact that all of these accounts that um are technically people that live in this ARG. But the weird part is that there's only a handful of them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't think this video is that important. Oh yeah, I know what this video is. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17. So basically this one isn't really too much intriguing, but it is kind of cool because of this picture right here. Hi Nat, I'm Matt. I'm Mike. I don't know why I said Matt. Glad I found you. I was on my cabin near the border of Minnesota and Canada, close to Lake Superior when all this went down. I was probably one the only one for miles at that point. I have never seen the flashing lights others are talking about, but it's gotten cold here fast. For a while, I was catching fish and just living off what I caught. But now I'm out of propane for the cabin. I do, however, have a generator and a ton of gasoline after stealing it from every house and cabin for 10 miles in every direction. When I run out of gasoline, I am quickly going to die. That is terrifying. Well, maybe you shouldn't live in Canada slash Minnesota. That's your fault. Like, that is entirely his fault. And he sends this cool little photo, which is really cool. Here is the lake. It shouldn't be this cold in October. It has made fishing impossible. The snow really isn't really snow. Superior is so big that wind blows open parts of the lake, spraying water from their waves that become snow. So it is so cold that it is instantly freezing the snow as it comes out, which is very cool. There are no stars, no northern lights, and no sources of light other than the flash of my camera. After reading what you have written, I never do this anymore and try to stay as dark as possible. Luckily, about a mile away, one of those crazy doomsday preppers had a bunker full of canned food, gasoline, guns, cash, 80-gallon drums of water, and another generator. We all have generators up here because of the winter storms. He's been saving all this up since Y2K almost 19 years ago. So, the year the year is still the same. We are still about 2018, 2019ish because of this little hint. You get a little bit of more you get a little bit more knowledge coming from these people, but it's kind of cool because you can look a little bit deeper into it. Um, I haven't seen another person for months. My water supply is fine because it in those drums are from my own well. I would advise people who can move to get away to rural areas. It's dark and scary, but there are no flashing strobes nor zombie people, at least not yet. And if they come, I have more ammo than I know what to do with. Oh, it's great seeing that. Alright, let me check one last thing. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night here because I've been talking for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I will see you tomorrow, Noah. I'll help you
Yeah.
with some of your work.
Yeah. Nah,
Um,
freaking. I hate Apex. And dude, freaking.
Everyone hates that game, Noah. No one plays it legitimately anymore.
Nope, that's for sure.
Alright,
No, it's freaking. I'm just trying to get to fucking gold.
alright. I'll see you, Noah.
Talk to you. Yep. See ya.
Alright, well, I can't open up Discord because it's on my main monitor. So, but I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.
Yep.
Take care. Be safe.